Hi, good people. This is Deborah. I hope your day is going well. Let me read the disclaimer. Okay. Welcome to my space committed to sharing enlightening and thought provoking material. My intention is not to spread misinformation or show disrespect but to explore, critique, and reflect on the narratives we have been presented with. I present this information because I recognize that synthetic foods do not provide the necessary nutrients for our bodies. Much of this insight comes from my studies and spiritual reflections. We live in a time when anything seems permissible, including deceiving the public. When I use certain words or phrases, it is not to offend anyone, but to express my perspective and passion. I invite you to take what resonates with you and what does not resonate with you, put it on the shelf or throw it away. Now, this particular video is synthetic meats, which is cow, chicken, and turkey. Those are just some of them, but those are the main ones that people eat. Understanding synthetic meat lab, growth meat, cultivated meat. Definition: lab grown meat, sometimes called cultivated meat, is authentic meat derived from animal cells cultivated in a lab instead of being harvested from slaughtered animals. Production process: this meat is produced by extracting cells from animals, like cows or chicken, and growing them in a nutrient rich solution to develop muscle tissues. Authenticity: lab grown meat is biological, the same as traditional meat, sharing identical molecule structure. Plant based meat alternatives definition: these are meat substitute made from plant based ingredients designed to replicate the taste and the texture of actual meat. Examples: notable brands include Beyond Meat and Impossible Foods, which utilize various plant derived components. Authenticity: plant based alternatives do not contain animal derived products, instead, utilize ingredients like pea protein and various oils to mimic meat. Types of synthetic meat. When referred to synthetic meat, this can indicate either lab grown meats that have received regulatory approval from sales and plant based substitute. Even though traditional meat remains the primary choice for consumers, the demand for these alternatives is gradually rising. Reason for shift towards synthetic meat. The environmental concern: livestock farming significantly contributes to greenhouse gas emissions. Animal welfare: a growing number of consumers prefer choices that do not involve the slaughtering of animals. Food securities: producing meat through these alternatives methods can require fewer land and water resource. Challenges of synthetic meat. Processing plant-based meat may undergo considerable processing, raising questions about additives. The tastes. Some alternative might not perfectly emulate the flavor and texture of convenient meat. The cost. While lab grown meat tends to be pricey, plant based options are generally more affordable than lab grown varieties, but still more expensive than conventional meat. Availability: access to lab grown meat produces remains like limited in numerous regions. Consumer skepticism, persistent concerns about fake foods and their long term health implications exist. Traditional meat, advantages, taste and texture, generally regarded as a standard for flavor and mouthfeel. Simple ingredients, typically pure meat without additives except for processing types. Cultural relevance. Meat is important for various traditions and identities. The cost often more budget friendly and widely accessible. Disadvantages. Environmental impact. Contributions significantly to greenhouse gas emission and extensive land use. Animal cruelty raises ethical concerns regarding the treatment of animals in industrial farming practice. The healthy risk linked to various health issues, including foodborne illnesses, antibiotic use, contribution contributes to the creation of antibiotic resistant bacteria. Related concern, GMO foods, foods that have undergone genetic modification, such as GMO corn or salmon. Nutritional content, animal based product usually rich in protein, iron, zinc, and B vitamins. Plant based options, it can offer iron and potassium and may be fortified with nutrients like B12 and calcium, which I do not believe. Global landscape, top country that's doing this. Singapore is recognized as the first nation to sell lab grown meat, commercially leading the way for future advancement in this sector. Conclusion. Synthetic foods encompass lab produced items such as lab grown meat and plant based alternatives. They are engineered, not naturally cultivated. Our bodies have evolved to consume real food, plants, animal, whole grains. Synthetic or heavily processed foods do not always digest in the same manner. Synthetic versions often replicate only key components, protein, iron, etc., neglecting the micronutrients of cofactors your body also requires. Marketing versus reality. They claim it's healthy and sustainable, but do not mention all the processes involved, artificial additives, unknown long-term health effects. You cannot perfectly replicate nature. Lab grown artificial food may appear suitable, but it might not function the same way within your body, and it won't. There's a significant difference between nutrients on paper and how your body utilize them in real life. I just wanted to bring it to your attention what we're getting. A lot of people don't realize that's what we're getting. You're not getting the full nature of things. You're getting pretty much synthetic, and that's what we buy at the stores. That's what we buy at these fast food places. You can tell in the taste. And also, I wanted to bring to your attention as well. If you're a person that's taking medication, guess what, people? The medication is taking away your taste bud. And so when you eat foods, you can't taste what they really taste like because the medication has taken away your taste bud. Just wanted to bring it to your attention just in case you wonder why I'm not tasting this when you know you should be tasting it. It's because of the medication you're taking. Anyway, I was taking some medication like high blood pressure pills. I stopped taking them. Everything is has to go natural with me because that stuff was not working. I mean, I'm not gonna take high blood pressure pills that does one thing and create a problem in another area. But anyway, everything is our choice. We make a decision about what we want in life and what we choose to put in our mouth and not put in our mouth. So anyway, I just wanted to bring it to your attention. If you look at the drawing, you see the process of it. Um, and then you can do your own research. Take care, good people.